Hello everyone. Sharad Institute of Technology Polytechnic Program of Electrical Engineering welcomes all students. For the academic year 2020-21, for class TY there is subject energy conservation and audit, and the details are I have already mentioned in lecture number 1. So we are looking for chapter number 1, that is energy conservation basics, and the course outcome of this subject is interpret energy conservation policies in India. So in this lecture, that is in lecture number 2, following are the contents that we are going to cover in this session. So BEE and its role. So BEE is Bureau of Energy Efficiency. This organization is established under the Government of India for the promotion of energy efficiency and energy efficient equipment. Next is MEDA and its roles. So MEDA is our state government organization, and the MEDA's full form is Maharashtra Energy Development Agency. And the last point of this chapter and this session is star labeling, its needs and its benefits. So we'll see first BEE and its roles. So before proceeding towards its roles and responsibilities, we must know that what is BEE, when it is established, and what is the purpose of this BEE. So BEE is Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Under the Government of India, this BEE is established on 1st March 2002 following the prerequisites of Energy Conservation Act 2001. So under this act, BEE is established. So the roles or functions of BEE. So the main motive of this BEE is to promote and to educate retailers and consumers who use environment friendly appliances and tools at their home, offices, buildings, societies, workplaces, heavy processing units and production units. So the main motto of this BEE is to promote the use of environment friendly appliances. Next, develop least energy performance patterns and labeling design for tools and appliances. Means like a TV, refrigeration, AC, diesel generator set. On all these equipments, there must be their consumption and their energy performance label. So this work is also done under the BEE. Next, promote precise energy conservation building codes. Like for electrical appliances, there is a standards and labeling program. Similarly, for the buildings having energy conservation programs, and the buildings are also labeled under the standard and labeling program codes. Fourth one is promote projects focusing on selected users. So selected users are those users whose energy consumption is more, and such a energy consumption more industries must be closely monitored for their electricity consumption. Next, promote special energy expenditure norms. Means for energy saving, what are the different things an organization can do. Such a program should be implemented, and expenditure should be given for such a kind of norms or the activities. Sixth one is verify energy managers and auditors. The managers and energy auditors are the main important persons who looks after the energy usage in industry or in commercial sectors. So these are the two persons which are very much responsible for energy saving. Seventh is authorize energy auditors. Eighth, describe the manner and periodicity of necessary energy audit. Means after what time of interval a company or industry should get done their energy audit. that should be mentioned under the BEE. Develop reporting formats on energy consumption and actions used on the advice of the energy auditors. So as already we have seen in lecture number 1, energy audit is a lengthy process. So lengthy process means what? It involves the reporting formats which gives the idea of energy usage and how much energy we can save. So that is a detailed format which has to prepare to energy auditors. So that format given by the BEE. 10th one, create awareness and disseminate means spread information on energy efficiency and conservation. Next, arrange and coordinate training of employees and professionals in the techniques for effective use energy and its conservation. So in industry or in a commercial complexes, there must be a training program for the employees for the energy conservation and how to use the energy. 12th, strengthen consultancy services in the field of energy conservation. 13, promote research and development program regarding energy conservation means research should be done how energy efficiency equipment are invented or what are the different modifications should be done in the current design of appliances to get more energy conservation or to reduce the energy consumption. 14, improve testing and certification methods and promote examination facilities. Next is 17, take necessary steps to promote preferred treatment for the use of energy efficient equipment or appliances. Means BEE also looks for the energy efficient equipment and also endorsement of this energy efficient equipment, that is creating awareness regarding to energy efficient equipment through television set, through radios or through publishing on their websites. Next, support innovative funding of energy efficiency schemes means those organizations who do research on energy efficiency, that organization is funded by the BEE. Next, give financial support to organizations for encouraging efficient use of energy and its maintenance. The last, prepare institutional curriculum on efficient use of energy and its conservation among the school and college students. So this is also one kind of awareness program. So in lecture number 1, I have told that why this subject is introduced for final year diploma student. So this is also one kind of energy awareness program by the curriculum. This will help to students of college and school for knowing where we can save the energy and how we can save the energy. So the next is MEDA and its role. So what is MEDA? So MEDA is Energy Development Agency. So in this we'll see when did it is established, under which organization it works. This we'll see in this whole slide. So this is registered as a society under the Societies Registration Act 1860 and Bombay Public Trust 1950. So basically this is established in the year of 1985 and for Bombay Public Trust it is established in 1987 under the agencies of MNRE and GOI. So what is MNRE? MNRE is a central government organization and the long form of MNRE is Ministry of New Renewable Energy Sources and GOI is Government of India. So MEDA assists state and central government for promoting and developing new and renewable sources of energy and technologies and to promote and implement energy conservation. Next, it works as a state nodal agency in the renewable energy sector and state designated agency in the energy conservation sector. And also MEDA is committed to explore resources such as wind, biogas, cogeneration, hydro generation, biomass generation, geothermal generation, wave, which are clean and eco-friendly. The next is roles or functions of MEDA. MEDA promotes, develops, implement non-conventional renewable and alternate energy devices, sources and technologies, because we know that renewable energy sources are very cheap and they are found in nature easily, but we are harvesting very less. So this MEDA try to harvest more renewable energy sources for energy, electricity generation. Next, take concrete step or firm step for conventional energy conservation measures in industries, commercial establishment and domestic sectors. Next, assist the Government of India and Government of Maharashtra in renewable energy program implementation. Evolve sustainable alternatives to meet the burgeoning energy demand. Means the demand of electricity is day by day increasing, but we are having a conventional energy sources which are depleting in nature and less quantity in nature. So MEDA is trying to find alternatives for generation of electricity to meet the energy demand or electricity demand. Next, it pursue power projects based on renewable energy with large scale private investment in commercially viable projects by creating suitable policy environment. So next is information dissemination and public awareness through training program, publication, exhibition, seminars and conference. MEDA also coordinate and disseminate awareness program related to energy conservation through public awareness, like in Maharashtra, Mahavitran company sells electricity bulb, LED bulbs at low cost. So this is also one kind of program that was implemented for creating awareness regarding the energy efficient equipment. Also, solar heater or solar water heater is one alternative instead of electric gas geyser. So such a type of solar water heater, also there will be a subsidy applied for such a type of solar water heater. Hence, by using this solar water heater, we can reduce our electricity consumption also, and we can use renewable energy source. So such a type of awareness program are conducted by the MEDA. Next, support large scale distribution and marketing of standalone renewable energy devices by participating in field viability and commercialization exercise through innovative financing mechanism and creating investment opportunities. So MEDA also supports standalone means co-generation system. In this system, if industry creates or generates its own electricity demand in their premises only, then government also supports that co-generation or standalone system. So this was about the MEDA. Now star labeling, need and its benefits. So star labeling is also one energy conservation program under the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, and this star labeling program has developed in the May 2006, and its function is to label energy efficiency on equipment. That is, energy efficiency labeling is done on electrical appliances. So why star labeling is required? So star labeling is required to indicate energy performance of electrical appliances, to indicate energy consumption of electrical appliances, to indicate greenhouse impact on environment, to disseminate, that is to display necessary information about the appliances, spread awareness regarding energy conservation, indicate brand and model details of particular appliances, its applicable dates of standards and manufacturing year. So all this information is given on star labeling. So the star labeling is very important. Benefits of star labeling. So why star labeling is done and what benefits a consumer will get by purchasing star labeling equipment. So first, it helps consumer to compare operating cost and environmental performance of similar products by the star rating on it. So this point we'll see in next lecture, how a consumer can compare equipment on operating cost and environmental performance of similar rating. Second is consumer can know performance of appliance and its energy consumption. So star labeling, on star labeling we have seen that the consumer can see performance and energy consumption of particular appliances. Also it indicates greenhouse gas impact on environment. Means if a consumer purchase such a star labeling equipment, then what will be the impact of purchasing on a environment. And the last, it also promotes energy conservation program. How, we will see in next slide. So there is one slogan, buy right appliance every time and be a smart buyer. So this is star labeling which is done on few equipments. Which are they, we'll see in the next slide. So this is one example of star rating. So here are, I have taken two images, the first image and this is a second image. So in the first image, if you see, there are only 2 stars, first and second, which is in the red color region. And in this picture, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 stars in the red region. Okay, and here they have written more stars, more saving, more stars, more saving. So this is the star labeling, which is also called as power saving guide. So how, we'll see. So these are the stars which are given to particular appliances. So here count the star within colored strips, means we have to count the star in colored strip, that is it is red color strip, not the white one. So we have to count the star with strip, colored strip, more stars, more saving. Okay, so here the capacity of these two is same, but the consumption is, see, the consumption is different. So if this is XYZ refrigerator, this is also XYZ refrigerator, that is capacity, but the refrigerator having less star rating, that is 2 star rating, having consumption is 680 kWh, whereas for the same capacity, if the equipment is having 4 star, red region 4 star, then its electrical consumption is 580. So by comparing these two, we'll come to know that if star rating is less, then the energy consumption is more. If the star rating is more, then energy consumption is less. That is, this is more energy efficient equipment and this is less energy efficiency equipment. Hence, it is named as more stars, more savings. Okay, if the consumption is less, then you will save the more energy and you will save your money also. So know the number of electricity units consumed in 1 year. And this is a symbol, that is a unique symbol for which is BEE logo. Okay. So mandatory equipments means on what kind of equipments or which are the equipments on which the star labeling is compulsory or rather than mandatory. So So air conditioner all means how much is its capacity. On all AC there should be a star labeling. Refrigerator, all capacity refrigerator. Distribution transformer, geysers, washing machine, inverters, LED lamps and diesel generator sets. So all these are the electrical appliances on which star labeling is mandatory. So star labeling is very important. When we buy any electrical appliances, we must look after the star labeling and we should select more star rating appliance for energy saving purpose. Thank you. This is about the chapter number 1, Basics of Energy Conservation. Thank you once again. Thank you.